Train the muscles, not the joints.
Mountain. Welcome back to Natural Mind Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about losing your gains. So some of you guys are probably pretty concerned. You know, you've been at home, maybe you haven't been to the gym, or maybe you've just been doing some body weight stuff at home, and you know, that's fine to maintain a certain amount of muscle mass in certain body parts, but maybe there's some body parts you feel like you're getting behind in, such as, you know, maybe you're not deadlifting a lot, maybe you don't have the bar or the rocks in your yard, or maybe you're living in an apartment, you don't have heavy stuff you can lift, or whatever it might be. You might be losing some of your gain. So I just had a guy, Laker, yeah, this is for you. So you asked me to make a video about losing your gains and how long does it take you to get those gains back. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my own experiences with this, with training back in the day and training now even, you know, because sometimes you go through ups and downs in your training. Sometimes you need to take some time off. Sometimes you're busy with other projects, or sometimes you just bored the hell out of training and you want to do some hockey for a period of time or play a different sport or whatever, right? That's what I did. So when it came down to getting my gains back when I had an injury, so back in the day, well, I was a rambunctious kind of guy. I was around 19 years old, working security at a bar or whatever, and I basically, you know, cut this finger pretty badly, and it was going to be about 3 or 4 weeks before I could train again. So basically I couldn't do anything except for leg presses for a long period of time. And we didn't have a belt squat back then, which would have been perfect. But anyway, there was just a leg press machine in the gym, and even the leg press I couldn't really do properly because I couldn't hold my butt down on the pad properly with this hand. So I could only do light weights and just kind of pumping up and do some calf work, right? But there was absolutely no upper body work that I could do because I couldn't hold on to anything, and I had to keep this finger locked straight. Otherwise the cut that I did to myself, or that somebody did to me. Somebody bit me basically, but not on purpose. It was because I stuck my hand in his mouth. But anyway, the bottom line is that I couldn't do anything with this hand. So because of that, I couldn't train. So it only took me a week or two back in the gym though, before everything pumped up again and my strength was right back to where it was. So even though I missed 3 weeks or 4 weeks of training, it was only a couple weeks before I could get everything back. Now, another time that this happened to me was when I broke this hand from another altercation from working in the bar. It was a shitty job, honestly, never do it. But anyway, I was working the bar and I broke this finger, and then this one took me 6 weeks to heal from. So again, I was back at square one again. I couldn't train at all. I couldn't do any squats or anything because I did low bar squats. I couldn't hold the bar in place. I couldn't do anything, basically. And so I took about 6 weeks off training. Drove me nuts. It absolutely drove me nuts at the time because, you know, I was heavily identified with, hey, I'm a bodybuilder. This is what I do. I train, you know, I go to the gym, you know, hear me roar type idea, right? And, you know, but once I got back in the gym, after I got over the initial soreness of the hand, kind of working through the weights and being able to grip things again, it only took me about 3 or 4 weeks to get everything back to where it was before I injured myself. So for those of you who are, you know, scared about getting your gains back, this can happen really quickly. Now, another person I knew used to train about 6 months of the year and then take 6 months off, and they just do other activities. Maybe they're snowboarding, skiing and stuff. And it was amazing when I used to see this guy train. In a period of a few months, he'd have all of his gains back, and he would even go beyond the plateau that he was at before. And he was one of those hard gainer types. So you think, geez, you know, hard gainer type, once he stops training, that's it, he loses everything and never gets it back. Well, this guy almost seemed to benefit from taking these extended rests from the gym. So sometimes a curse can be turned into a blessing in this way. So you might be one of these people. Like, there might be some old injuries or some things that you haven't allowed to heal up. There's a very strong possibility that this period of time where you're forced to take time off the gym, you might get back to the gym and feel better than ever. There might be those little tweaks that you had, or little aches and pains that you had that might totally go away. They might have actual time to heal where they never did before. And the thing is, with ligament injuries and tendon injuries, it usually takes about 6 weeks or more for them to totally heal up. So this might be a blessing in disguise. So don't get too discouraged if you have to miss the gym for a couple months, because this might be the heal up period of time that you actually need. So yeah, I hope this helps you out in your training. I hope this helps you feel less discouraged about this whole situation, because it might be a blessing in disguise. And thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com. And thanks to the patron supporters, and take care for now. Mountain.